How many years you spent in the prison system?
This last trip I spent 15 years. But I say since like 79, I've been on the streets a total about 34, 35 months.
Does that leave you bitter or want to change?
Shit, everybody change. You know what I'm saying? Everybody change. Only an idiot gonna stay the same.
So what would you say to a youngster that's out here running wild with no guidance?
I be talking to youngsters nowadays, going around different little probation schools and high schools, and just kind of like talking to them, giving them some realism about what's going on with this banging. And I mean, you can't really tell nobody nothing. Man, I can do is make suggestions to them. But I'll tell them one thing for sure, two things for certain. Everything you do on this planet, you gotta pay for that shit. Believe that God will make you pay for whatever you do out here on this planet.
What it do, y'all? We back with another video. So OG Pywack out the Rollin 60s, man, finally responds back to Eddie Boy 600. All the rumors that people were saying he's a snitch. Y'all know, man, Pywack is known to be a legend in the streets, especially for the Rollin 60s. Highly admired, legendary name. But a lot of people were saying online that, he might have been a homosexual. He might have been a snitch. Y'all even know 600 even got Crazy D to read out the paperwork of Pywack allegedly snitching on him. Crazy D, a OG from the A-Trade Gangsters. Now, Pywack puts to bed all those rumors in his own words. He calls 600 the police. He pretty much responds back to Eddie Boy. He says all of these dudes is just trying to put smut on his name, and he ain't no snitch. So let me know what y'all think, man, because even Pywack is trying to say who is 600. He's not from the Rollin 60s. He's the police. And he pretty much, calls out Eddie Boy and gives his response. Y'all know Eddie Boy also went in on Pywack, said he was messing with men in the jail. He got beat up and he was a snitch and all kinds of stuff. But, let me play the content, y'all.
600, the only way they can find 600, the only way they can find that nigga ass, man. Real talk. I don't know that nigga, man. That nigga don't know me, man.
So you already know you don't know you.
That nigga police. That's what a nigga, but I know the nigga police. 600, the only way they can find 600, the only way they can find that nigga ass, man. Real talk. I don't know that nigga, man. That nigga don't know me, man.
So you already know you don't know you.
That nigga police. That's what a nigga, but I know the nigga police, man.
I'm gonna let you do your thing.
What's up, baby G?
What's up, cuzzo? My man, I'm just chilling, man. This my boy Pywack, man. Nothing but love. Was like, God damn, I thought he said 8:30.
Man.
Yeah, I know how shit go. You know that. What's on your mind, homeboy?
Man, I'll tell you what's on my mind, man. I want to set this record straight with this.
I already know it's bullshit. I'm gonna let you do your thing.
How we want to start? Who you want to start with first, man?
Now, we can start off with where the bullshit coming from with Big Eddie Boy. What's going on with that?
Man, I just talked to that dude, man. All of a sudden, it is what it is. I'm like, check this out, cuz. Nigga, you know what I know, nigga. All that shit you hollering is bullshit. Now, man, check this out. First and foremost, nigga, when I went down there in the matter of fact, G, where was you at when them niggas make sure they came to the counter? Was you still in there?
What year was it?
This is like 80, I think they came in 87. Crazy D and they own little crew when they came to jail.
Yeah, I was there in 87, but I got there in 85. I left in 8, but you know what? No, I left in 87 right before they came.
Okay. Well, anyway, I was in the county with them niggas for like damn near 3 years. Never in my especially Crazy D. And they ain't said nothing about nothing. Because all that shit was some bullshit. I'm going to tell you what really happened. Nigga, when I was in the county fighting that case, about 1980, matter of fact, it was 89, I had got all my paperwork. And I ran across that nigga made statements talking about if Pywack, Joe Rat, motherfucking John L. didn't do that shit in the 60s. They got all the money. They paid when that nigga made the statements on me. All of a sudden, he flipped the shit all around like I done told him.
You already know. I know you, homie. You know what I'm saying? I know you a stand-up because you're talking about stay out of 6-0 business. I'm like, nigga.
G got on that. And I'm like, man, it's the realism. It is what it is, you know?
I've been in the state pen federal pen, never been to juvenile hall and trying to talk on something, homie? How you ain't never been to juvenile hall and you say you was banging? How you ain't, because you wasn't banging as a juvenile and you ain't went to no county jail as a dope banging?
Hell no, it wouldn't have came in that.
But see, I know you know where you know a lot of shit just like I know a lot of shit.
Right there, man.
You know what I'm saying? I like a motherfucker. You ain't bust a nigga out because you ain't tripping. I know he don't want you to bust his brother out. So I don't even know why he talking to you, homie. He try to tell me I'm from Compton, I don't know nothing.
Stand up I am on this shit, G. This just real talk. Man, on that case I had got 85, cuz check this out. One nigga that did that shit came out to the county. He said, back, cuz he want me to, cuz I turned myself in. Using it for something I did, nigga, you'll be that nigga. Cuz I wouldn't go around and tell them white folks, I did a motherfucking feel right. That's exactly how I feel, nigga. Rent that shit.
For the real homies that got off the pen. And what I tell you, nigga, you don't owe me nothing.
Come on, G.
Yeah.
Man, my nigga looked out, nigga, for real.
Yeah, that's why, you know, nigga ain't, I had to say something because I know you, homie. You know what I'm saying? And I know that, you know, I ain't got nothing against cuz or his brother, but I wasn't gonna let him, you know, just slander you. And you know what I'm saying? When I know the real, you know, it's the thing out there now, man. That's how these niggas trying to get money off the internet, homie. They got this, you know, this is how they actually trying to get some money. Anything that can get a rise or get some views, some clicks, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that shit don't mean nothing to me because that's not why I'm on here. I'm on here for my motherfucking people, homie. That's why a whole lot of shit I don't talk about.
So let me know what y'all think. So that was Pywack, you know, going in on 600 and Crazy D, Eddie Boy, him and Gangsta chopping it up, pretty much explaining the situation. So if y'all don't know how this beef originally started, it was really when 600 and Eddie Boy had teamed up together to take down Pywack, just like they was doing at Big U. Whether it's facts or not, I don't know. But this is actually how and why Pywack responded back to these dudes, is because of this.
Trying to like stay in my lane, but when dudes be trying to speak up on me and all that, I'm gonna let you have it, man. But we're gonna get straight to it. Pywack, you know what I mean? Dude's a rat, bro. I told y'all 6-8 months ago I wanted to go get the paperwork. You feel me? Probably a year ago. I don't know how long ago it was. Dude's a rat. But it's like some of my homies be trying to act like dude is a legend, like legendary type names, like trying to keep these dudes' names relevant, bro. Like dudes are just rats, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And that's all I'm gonna speak on. I'm not gonna speak on his other allegations behind bars, because I wasn't there. I'm gonna play what the person he told on got to say about it, you feel me? And just that way y'all can just, you know what I'm saying? Crazy D from A-Train Gangsters.
In Hodge Avenue and 59th Street. We were at Slauson Avenue and 2nd Avenue. We were at Slauson Avenue and 2nd Avenue. I saw a yellow Cadillac Coupe de Ville two-door, about a 78 or 79, and a 77 white and blue.
Let me rewind this so you can.
1981. Detective Watson conducted interviews of each witness at the 77 Detective's Office. Witness Glaze, Rodney Charles stated, I was walking Valerie Hatchett back to her house at Hodge Avenue and 59th Street. We were at Slauson Avenue and 2nd Avenue. We were at Slauson Avenue and 2nd Avenue. I saw a yellow Cadillac Coupe de Ville two-door, about a 78 or 79, and a 77 white and blue Chevrolet Monte Carlo. I saw Devil from A-Train riding in the front passenger seat of the Cadillac. The Cadillac stopped at the alley on 2nd Avenue. I heard 2 shots, and I jumped to some bushes. Then I heard about 5 more rapid shots. I jumped up and ran around the apartments to the alley. I saw my homeboys down on the ground. I was about 35 feet from the Monte Carlo, and I saw Crazy D, the oxygen art, running back to the Monte Carlo with a gauge shotgun. Crazy D got up to the car, and they took off out of the alley and followed the yellow Cadillac southbound on 2nd Avenue. I turned around and helped my homeboys. I am positive I saw Devil in the yellow cab, and I am positive that it was Deontay Denard, Crazy D, I saw with the gauge get into the Monte Carlo after the shots. I had known Crazy D for about 4 years. Okay? And then the next thing it says, witness Williams, Darren Charles, stated, I was standing on the porch of apartment number 1 at 2310 West Slauson Avenue with Lucky.
Wow.
I was talking to Mumbles, the dude in the brown leather coat, and Kwame, the one who died. I started to go into the house, and I was just about to close the door when I heard somebody start shooting. I opened the door back up. I heard about 5 rounds go off. I saw Kwame shaking on the ground as Deontay Denard, was shooting him in the back, in the head. I was about 3 feet away. I rolled out into the grass, and I looked right at his face, and he shot one more time. I know Crazy D from A-Trays. He started running towards the alley. I got up and chased him. I saw someone open the car door of the white over blue Monte Carlo and yelled, "Come on, D! Come on, D!" Then D got into the car, and they went out of the alley and drove southbound toward 59th Street School on 2nd Avenue. I ran back towards my car to catch up with them, but I couldn't find them. I'm positive I saw Crazy D. I know it was him. Okay. And then, these next witnesses, this is what they said, but they really weren't doing no telling, but the next witness was, last name was Weekly, I think his middle name is Clifford, and his first name was Jerome, stated, I was sitting in my apartment, and Cena and Kwame and the other guys were talking on my phone.
Okay, so
I'm in the penitentiary, I'm doing my time. I don't never run across this dude. So there was a situation in Tehachapi where he was up in there messing with a homosexual. He get into a fight in Tehachapi with a homosexual, so they sent him to the hole. So when they sent him to the hole, they put him in the cell with Lil Vamp. But the police asked him, did he want to go in there with Lil Vamp, because Lil Vamp was from A-Trade Gangster. And you know, Pywack with his ignorant ass, he trying to be so hard and tough. He was like, I don't give a fuck and all this. So when he get in there with Lil Vamp, they take the cuffs out of him, and that Lil Vamp beat the shit out that Negro, man. Beat that nigga. They had to come up in the air, get that nigga, damn near flight that nigga somewhere to the hospital, man. He beat the shit out of his ass, right? So that's a big thing at this particular time inside the penitentiary, because we all in Lancaster. Me, Doai, Shyster, Ron, my brother, there was a bunch of us on C-Yard. So when Pywack come up out the hole, he get well enough to come out the hole, he hit Lancaster. When he hit Lancaster, he hit A-Yard. He over there with Diamond. He over there with some reputable dudes from the gangsters and all that type of stuff. So, we had this thing where if you touch one of ours, we was going to demonstrate and make a statement that you can't never touch one of ours. So we sent word to Pywack. We're like, look, bro, time you get cracking, we're going to tear this yard up over there. So we was just waiting on it. We all come to the yard. We all strapped up. And this is a true story, bro. You can ask any one of the brothers that was there. We was waiting on it. We all strapped up. This dude, Pywack, man. This dude so much as a fucking buster, man. It's unbelievable, bro. Instead of him coming out, getting with one of them dudes that did something to him, he came like at that time, I think it was Baby Suge or something like that. He get into it, one of the dudes chasing him around. Squeak, I think Baby Squeaker, yeah, Baby Squeak. And he chasing him around the table with a knife and all that type of stuff. So he go back to the hole. And we all over there, we like, man, what the hell was that? So, but then, in the elder statements, I ain't gonna say that, they were like, man, fuck that dude. You know what I'm saying? They were like, fuck that dude. And that was the sentiments at that time, man, because he did some buster ass shit in our minds. So you gotta understand, man, that this dude had a reputation on the streets, but when he got to the penitentiary, his reputation went to shit because his true character came out. You know, he was really a coward. If he didn't have no gun or he didn't have none of that, he was a straight buster. So, all right, people, this is part two. Why dudes like this dude Pywack, they pay homage to this dude. They say he's an OG. Okay, if y'all say he's an OG, he's an OG. But this dude's still in the penitentiary right to this day. He on meth. He still mess with boys. He gets his ass whooped constantly up in there. He even got so high one time, he was in the cell with one of them youngsters, and he got butt naked, and the youngsters had to beat the shit up out of him up inside the cell. So this is what I'm saying. I'm saying that these dudes started this fight. These dudes was in cahoots, the back door of my little brother. So you start the fight, I'm going to finish the fight. I'm going to make sure that the world know that you dudes ain't all the way who y'all think y'all claim to be. You guys put this dude on a pedestal. You guys don't want nobody talking about this dude right here. You guys don't want nobody saying nothing about this dude. You do guys saying all this and saying all that, but he had an opportunity to go home from that double murder and make a better life for.
Alright, y'all, so let me know what y'all think, man. OG Pywack out the rolling 60s finally responds back to 600. Crazy boy. I know a lot of people is gonna talk about it, like Pywack calling the 600 the police, saying he don't know who he is. I mean, a lot of people in the comments kind of say the same thing, but for OG Pywack to say the same thing like that, I mean, that's crazy. So let me know what y'all think, man, about his response to this whole situation about Pywack being a rat, messing with boys or whatever. I mean, whatever he responded to, very much denying the fact that he's a rat. But if y'all want, click the link below, so y'all gonna watch the whole video in one of OG Gangsta's lives where he called in and they pretty much chopped it up. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Peace.